Now children, in this video, we will study another new term known as concentration quotient. It is shown by Q. Children, in short, it is nothing but simply the ratio as we used to have in case of equilibrium constant K, P upon R. If the reaction is A plus B giving you C plus D, for this also like the reaction is A times A plus B times B giving you a reversible reaction C times C plus D times D. Suppose this is the reaction. So for this, if we used to calculate K, it used to be P upon R. This is the product side. C to the power C, D to the power D, and then reactant A to the power A, B to the power B. What are these? They active masses, or call it molar concentrations per liter, and these are the stoichiometric coefficients. These are the stoichiometric coefficients, right children? So this is what used to be for our equilibrium constant. But that used to be for K, this ratio of the products and reactants this way with the stoichiometric coefficients at equilibrium only. That is why we used to call that equilibrium constant K or Kc. As I told you, it is taken for granted. The simple K is more commonly shown by Kc. It is more precisely showing the same K being calculated in terms of concentration. Now, this is Q. You will say, what is this? Something new? Same thing you wrote? Yes. It is also the ratio in the very same manner as it used to be for your equilibrium constant K, or better called Kc. Same P upon R with same stoichiometric coefficients. Then what is the difference? The difference is that used to be the ratio of these concentrations which are written here at equilibrium only. Whatever was the concentration of the products and reactants at equilibrium, their ratio. Here it is simply the ratio of the concentrations of product to that of reactant with their stoichiometric coefficients in the very same manner, but children, it is at any point of time. Beginning of the reaction, end of the reaction, after 10 minutes, 50 minutes, any point of time. Here, this concentration is not taken at equilibrium essentially. It's not there. It is at any point of time, the concentration, the ratio taken P upon R is known as concentration quotient. It is not called equilibrium constant K or Kc. It is simply called Q. Now, see, very natural, if Q is equal to K, means if this ratio was same as that of K or Kc, what is that? Same thing, but these concentrations were measured or were given at equilibrium. So if Q is equal to K, reaction is at equilibrium. Very same thing children. You see one can even write it is as equal to K. I mean this formula is as good as the formula for K or Kc. Very same. But children, the difference is these concentrations which are there in the formula, they are given to you or they are measured at equilibrium when the rate of forward reaction was exactly equal to rate of backward reaction. Here it is at any point of time. Say in the beginning of the reaction it was measured, or say after 10 minutes it was measured, and that time we did not know the rate of forward is exactly equal to rate of backward, but at any point of time, or reaction was going to end sort of towards end, P upon R, I just measured, took the ratio. In the very same manner with these powers equal to the stoichiometric coefficients, ditto same. Now what is the difference? If Q is equal to K, reaction is at equilibrium. Very simple, very clearly understood. If Q is more than K, Q is more than K means this is more, this is less, then only it can be more, right? Means product is more and reactant side is less, then only this can be more. So in that case, what happens, children? Means this is less and this is more. So what happens? The reaction, the equilibrium will automatically shift towards LHS or left hand side, because we know we write reactants on the left side arbitrarily, you can say, and the product on the right hand side. As a policy, it's quite understood concept. So if at any point of time this value of K, this ratio is more than K, it means this is more in amount, this is less in amount. So in nature, equilibrium is always maintained, children. In nature, equilibrium is always maintained. You see ecosystem? Big animals eat small animals, small eat smaller, and likewise the chain goes on, but the equilibrium is maintained. Even we want to maintain equilibrium in our life. So whatever is less, you want to occupy. Whatever is more, you maintain balance there, right? So same it is here. So when Q is more than K, it means this amount is more, this is less. So when this is less, reactant is less, so-called reactant for this particular reaction. So equilibrium will shift in the left hand side, or say in the backward direction, means more of this will try to convert back into A plus B, right? Reaction will be preferring in the direction of backward side. So reaction, the equilibrium will shift towards back side, or say LHS. But if Q is less and K is more, K is more, Q is less. Less means this amount is less and this is more. Got it? Then only it can be less. This is less and this is more. Then the value of K will be more and this will be less. In that case means this is less. So what will happen? When this is less means C and D, this is less. So equilibrium will shift in the right hand side, or say in the forward direction. Right hand side or forward direction. Right, children? So this is how we get to know the equilibrium will shift in the forward direction or in the backward direction, towards RHS or towards LHS. Something very simple, but yes, we need to know. So I repeat, the same formula, the same concept, very same formula, what is there for your K or Kc. But in K or Kc, these concentrations are given only at equilibrium. Those values are put here. And this Q is these concentrations of your C and D, A and B at any point of time. So there's a possibility that when we were calculating, maybe it was the state of equilibrium itself. That's why in that case, Q and K will be very same. That's why I said if Q is equal to K, reaction is at equilibrium. If otherwise conditions, I've just explained, no need to repeat that. If Q is more, this is Q is more, then it will shift in the backward direction, means this is more, this is less. You can see that much of mathematics. And if Q is less and K is more, means less means this component is less, then only the value can be less. This numerator is less, so this is less. In this case, it will move in the forward direction, because nature also wants to maintain equilibrium. This is how simple questions are asked. If the value of equilibrium constant is this, Kc is this, and Q is this, what will be the status? So if the values are very same, accordingly you can answer. So short questions one can expect, they are asked. As I told you, in this chapter, each and everything is important and gives you a variety of questions. Children, in a way, believe me, out of the entire, if you ask me, truly speaking, the chapters of chemistry in class 11th and 12th, both the years. And if you further ask of the chapters of physical chemistry further, I would tell you this is the most important chapter of the chemistry of 2 years. If we include both the years' syllabus, this chapter is the most fundamental chapter, and for your competitions also, I would say this is one of the most important chapters of your chemistry, and that too physical chemistry. Lot many questions are possible. Short questions and subjective in all types. Even the matter subjective which will be given to you, from that also one can pick up short questions. So please do it on the regular basis and very carefully. The chapter is simple, but very, very fundamental chapter. So for this video, we stop here.